Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com in the US. Today it's a quick and simple card, but I'm going to crank it up a notch a little bit. This is using After the Storm stamp set. It would be a great card to cheer somebody up, or a get well card, or somebody's going through a stormy part of their life. I think it's a great card for encouragement. So, what I prep here, the blue that I'm using, it's Misty Moonlight Blue. I will have all measurement on my blog, but this is 4 by 5 1/4. The designer series paper, it is Beauty of the Earth, and that is in the annual catalog. This is 378 by 5 1/8. So I'm using that blue, it looked like a sky, right? And see, that was the back. So very simple, nothing to do to the background. So we're going to start with the clouds, but like I said, this was stamped with just smoky slate. And this one I stamped back with basic gray because I want it darker. So you can play between the basic gray or smoky slate. That can give you a difference. Now, if you want to go simple, that would be it, right? We're going to crank it up a notch. We're going to use white ink. And because we're going to stamp a few times the clouds, I'm using a clear block here. And I am putting basic gray. You're going to say, why not using the stamp pad with the dauber? You're going to see in a second. What we're going to be doing here, I don't know if you can see, we get the puffy gray and the white in the cloud. I think that gives a lot of character to a cloud. So we're going to start with the big cloud. So we got the big cloud and the small cloud, I call. So we're going to start with the big cloud. And we're going to ink that with white ink. And this is a craft ink. It's a pigment ink. You can emboss with it, with powder. And it's an ink that takes longer to dry. So keep that in mind. You can use your heat tool to dry it, or wait a little bit before you touch it because it would smear. Now I'm taking a dauber here, and I'm using basic gray. And I tried smoky slate was a bit too light, so I'm just adding a bit of smoky, not smoky, but basic gray. Keep some of the white there. See, boom. Now I'm going to stamp that. I'm trying to figure which one's going to go better. Going to go this way. I'm going to stamp my clouds right here. Now if you would want to stamp a second time, see how cool it is? Oh, it gives so much character. If you want to stamp the same cloud a second time, it's very important that you would wash this because you still have some gray, so you don't want to put that on your white ink pad. Now we're going to do the same thing with the little the little cloud. I'm sorry, I coughed right in your ears. And again, so now you see I get some white on that. So that's why you don't want to use your ink pad. Now I'm going to come here, stamp that right here. Now I'm just going to go ahead for the next one and add a bit more here. I won't re-ink it. I would have to wash it, okay? So I'm just going to huff on this. And I'm going to put this one out here up here. Here we go. So see, this one get pretty much just the gray because the white is gone. But as it dry lighter. But it gives quite a bit of character to ink pad, to a cloud. Now I'm still going to have to wash it because we're going to stamp the inside with the cloud. I get a little tips for that. So I'm just using my chamois. Sometimes with the craft ink, I like to run it under the water, but just rinse your chamois. Here we go. I think that's good. Yes. So now we're going to add the raindrops. So this is the one that I call the raindrop. We're going to use, I was debating balmy blue or basic gray. And you know what? This time, that one it's balmy blue. This time we're going to use smoky slate. Not basic gray, smoky slate. We're going to keep that in the grayish here. So I'm going to go ahead. And one thing I forgot. Let me grab a Post-it note or a piece of scrap paper. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to cover my cloud there. I don't want the rain to go on the top of it here. So, and for some reason, I always like to have my rain going sideways a little bit. Now, I'm going to keep that there because I want in different tone. See, some of it, it's lighter. Now I'm going to come back here. This one, it's going to go on top because it's going to go from that cloud above. I want to go about the same direction there. See, now that one comes from there. Now I'm going to add a bit more right here. I'm just using different length. If you see, boom. Now I'm going to come here. And I'm going to add right here. And now I'm going to stamp off. Come right here. I think this one needs just a little bit of darkness right here. Et voila. So now I got my, whatever, the storm that I call, or the rainy day. Now we're going to use Night of Navy for our greeting. And that you have been on my mind. So that is the perfect greeting, I think, to tell somebody, hey, I've been thinking of you. This time I got more rain here, so I'm going to go more over here to put my greeting. Going to come and smack that right here. Et voila. Could have been a little bit darker. I should have stamped first on the scrap paper and then come back and re-ink, but it's going to work. Now, I don't want to turn that around and put the glue because you see it's still not dry. So that's going to be over here and it's going to go on my basic white. But what I did for the raindrop, I absolutely love them. It is the epoxy and they are on page 142 of the annual catalog. It's those one right here, number 12. The Silver and Clear Epoxy Essential. Love them. I cannot say enough about it. One thing, we're going to use the raindrops. So you get the clear and you get the silver. So you can choose which one you're going to use. I use the silver on this one. So this year we're going to use the clear. But we're going to crank it up a notch. And we're going to use balmy blue in the stamping blend. And you can add, no, that's not, okay, I would need a darker color. I think I'm going to use clear, but I want to show you how you can color them. So I got, this is Night of Navy, the dark. So see, you can, oh, that would look good though. You can add any color that you want on those epoxy. You want to let them dry a little bit, but see, maybe if I get white under, that piece of cardstock white here. See, now you get the blue. Some here I had some green in it. Who knows what I was doing. Even the silver, you can add some color to it. So you can color them with Stampin' Blend. And so, yeah, I don't want the blue there. We're going to use the clear for this one. The other one was the silver. And now we're going to use the clear. So we're going to take this. And oops, that's one of my hair. And then I'm just using them randomly here and there. It's no right and wrong how you're going to use them. I just love these raindrop with this stamp set. I think they belong together, right? So you can add as many as you want or as little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep it at 5. Now inside, so I'm going to move that aside here. Inside the card, what I done, I used the cloud with the smoky slate, the small cloud, and I'm going to stamp off 1, 2, and stamp off there and do another one. So I got 3 little clouds there. See, just for a background. Now on top of that, we're going to stamp even the darkest night will pass and the sun will rise. I think, like I said, it's a perfect greeting for thinking of you, cheer them up. Sometimes, you know, some people are in a bad spot in their life, and I think that is the perfect way to send them a little bit of love. So, like I said, this one here on top, I said I should have stamped off first. That is to ink your stamps the first time good, because sometimes it's not just ink right. So if you do that a few times, it make it lovely. Here we go. Et voila. Now I got my card done. Very, very simple. You can, like I said, the white in the cloud just gives some character. But it would be a very quick card to make, to send to somebody to cheer them up. Those little raindrops are so cute. That is it, my friend. For all the supplies that I use, and the measurements are very simple, but still, they're all going to be on my blog. You get the direct link right below. And all in the US, you can shop 24/7. I appreciate your business. Till next time, happy stamping. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up. Bye-bye for now.